What's up, guys? It's McMastodon, and welcome to Rimworld, a brand new series that I'm starting. This is Alpha. This is Alpha 9. It's pretty far along, but we may notice some issues, so we're going to have to deal with it. But this is a very exciting series for me. It's kind of a city builder, kind of a survival city builder. It's very much along the lines of Dwarf Fortress, if you guys are familiar with that. I kind of got into Dwarf Fortress for a little bit, a very little bit, but it was really dense, and I just couldn't swallow it. So this is maybe like several levels down in terms of complexity of Dwarf Fortress, but it's still pretty complex, and it still looks pretty interesting in terms of who knows what's going to happen when we get our colony going. So the deal is you crash a spaceship on this planet, you got to start a colony. So let's create a new colony, and we can kind of get into what's going to go on. So there are three different ways to play. So there's like the game progression sort of way. This is Cassandra Classic. So the difficulty goes up as you get better at the game. This is how I understand it anyway. There's Phoebe Base Builder. So she gives you plenty of time to like sort of build up your base as things go along. And then there's Randy Random, where like anything can happen at any time. It's not even a game, it's more of a throw anything at you simulation. Most games sort of gives you a chance to succeed. It's balanced, but apparently Randy Random not balanced at all, just totally random. So I'm definitely into base building. I mean, anybody who's watched my channel knows that. But I think with this one, it's going to be more interesting to see what kind of challenges we face. And I don't really know what the challenges are. So along those lines, I think I'm going to go with rough. It's maybe on the easy side, but I don't want to go casual. But I don't want to get too far down here because there's a lot about the game I don't know, and you guys will totally see that as we get into it. So I created this world. This is my second attempt at starting a colony. The game sort of crashed on me just as I got to the part where I could maybe save it. But here we have a world, and all these different colors are biomes. So if I click on here, this is tundra, so it's really cold up here. Boreal forest, you got desert, the usual biomes. And this is a really interesting world in that it seems to have this large inland sea here, which I think is kind of cool. So I kind of like the look of this world. Now there's some locations to note. Like this is pirate base, apparently. But then we also have some good guys. Friendship's desert. I'm guessing they're nice. And Happiness's river. Also, I'm guessing they're nice. I don't know if we can visit them. We're kind of confined to the map we start on, but at least as far as I know. And I think there was another one up in here somewhere. Maybe not. I don't see them now. It's interesting that all the people are hanging out like in the tundra. But I thought it'd be interesting to go on this this isthmus here. So we want to go somewhere temperate. We can give ourselves a challenge and go in the tundra, but I'm not up to that. So this is a nice long growing period, February to November. That's gonna make it a little easier for me. In January, it's still above freezing. So that's good. It's going to be chilly, but, I think we can handle it. And it's good and warm in the summer. It might be too much. This might be a little better. I do want to go in the mountains, though. The mountains are good because you want to be able to, you want to be able to mine into, the side of the mountain and build your base in there. I think it's more secure. Granite, marble, sandstone. March to October. Mountains, temperate. So we got a variety of stones. Decent amount of rainfall, I guess. Temperate forest, mountains. Let's go with it. Yeah. Now, the people. This is where it gets interesting. So, they have an age, and then they have a chronological age. So, this person is 28 years old biologically, but they've been in like suspended animation, traveling through space for 564 years. How cool is that? So everybody has a backstory. So it sort of tells you what their childhood was like, and what sort of like buffs or debuffs they have as a result, and then also like what their adulthood was like. So, and also like everybody is incapable of something. Well, not everybody, but she can't do shooting or melee, so she's basically a pacifist. She's also a pessimist. So permanent mood debuff, and prone to like a mental break. And I think when they mental break, you're done. They just like they are no longer part of your colony. But skills, I mean, other than shooting and melee, she's really good. So like she's like master doctor. So like if anybody gets sick, cured. But also these little flames. So like she's interested in that. So she learns at a higher rate than like growing her research. It's basically like this is basically like neutral learning speed, and then they're not really interested in it, and then they have like a burning passion for it. They learn at 1.5 speed. You could also re-roll the people. I wasn't a big fan of her anyway, so re-rolling it. So now we have Sebastian Goodwin, and I'm gonna rename everybody too. He's 47. Okay, fine. Coma Child. I can see that a lot. I keep seeing that. He doesn't have any incapabilities, so that's good. But he's nervous, so I mean that's not so bad. Actually, he's pretty good. I might keep him temporarily. Cold Lover. That's probably not good because we're kind of in a warm. I mean, it's temperate, but it's kind of warm. I mean, it doesn't really. Well, I mean, I wouldn't throw him out on that, but is this a dude? Yeah, it's a guy. He doesn't have, so I mean, he'd be all right. But what you want to do is you kind of want to balance things out. Like growing, you really need in the beginning. Cooking and medicine, obviously, you kind of need. I mean, he doesn't really do us any good. Construction, in the beginning, definitely you got to make stuff really fast. You got to mine because we're in the mountains, so we're gonna build our base in the mountain. He's not so great for me in terms of early game, but he doesn't have any like fatal flaws other than like he just isn't really not that good at mining. But see, we need to complement him with like somebody that can do those things. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just get together my group, and I'll just keep re-rolling these until I've got something good, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about who we got. Okay, let me show you what I got. So we have Joe, Mr. Lifewater. Mr. is what it's going to be called. This is what their name is going to appear when we play. And I'm naming him after Mr. Lifewater. I am giving names to these people based on some of my all-star subscribers on my YouTube channel. I haven't really gotten a good way to like properly thank people for the support I've been getting, and it's just been great. So I'm gonna give a little shout out to people by naming them here in the game. It's a little thing, but I don't want this to reflect on them in any way. So like this kid, he's 19. He's industrious. He's a fast walker. He's an optimist. He grew up a slave. I mean, nothing to be ashamed of in this bio, but I don't want anybody to think that I'm naming these people after characters because I think they're like that or anything like that. But everything is good with this guy. He's pretty balanced in terms of skills. He's good at social, which I think is going to keep people happy, I think. I don't really know. But I know that it does give you good rates on like trading, and there will be some trading in the game. So that's good to have when we get trading. And he's got a lot of little flames, so he should build up his skills pretty quickly. Chris shot Simon is kind of crazy. That's why I'm saying don't read anything into it, the names I'm giving them. But he's a careful shooter, and so that means he shoots slow. So that's not so good if he's like trying to shoot a gun and he's getting meleeed. He could just like basically never get a shot off. But we'll deal with that. His social is off the charts, and he's not so great at anything else. But he is like, he will be our hunter basically. He will hunt very very efficiently. I should think. He's kind of into drugs. I'm not gonna lie. Who knows how that's gonna turn out? And he's a masochist. What? Does his mood actually go up when he gets hurt? I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, this is crazy. It's crazy. This game is just nuts. But yeah, he's got buffs to research and social, so awesome. And Judith G. Gilmore, we're gonna be calling her G. This young lady grew up as a frightened child. So she can't fight fires. That could be a problem, but we'll deal with that. Wait, is anybody else not fighting fires? Because that would be horrible. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure she's the only one. So we're only going to have 2 guys fighting fires right off the bat. She can't do any research. She's an oaf. Judith, you're not an oaf. You're not an oaf if you're watching this. Judith in real life. But she's heat tolerant and psychically dull. Now that's not an insult. It just means that when there's like psychic phenomena, so like there can be things where there's like, I don't know, some like weird sci-fi stuff that's causing people to like not be happy, or like maybe even get a positive, like a feeling of euphoria from somewhere. She will only get half of the effect. So that's probably good for me because I don't really know what I'm doing. So I don't know how to handle those situations. But look at her growing potential and her mining. Yeah, we're going to send her out. She's going to be growing and cooking a lot, I think. I think, and then we can have her mine. I think we're not great on mining, but what the hey. So I'm going to have to stop the recording and just make sure I can get this saved, because I don't want to crash again. So I will start the recording with the game. I'm just gonna press start and it'll start the game, but I'm gonna have to pause it before we do that. Okay, so here we are, and this is the world, or this is our map anyway, and we are crashing. I've got it paused, and boom, there's my guys and gal. There's like a G. All right, so they're kind of funny looking. Let's pause it and figure out what's going on. So this is like all our gear. It'll all crash with us. And right now it's X. The X means we can't touch it. But there's a whole bunch of deer or something. What are these? Yeah, deer. So they're all wandering around, so we can start shooting them right away. But okay, there's more stuff up here. This looks like ruins of a building. Metal tile, yeah. It's a steel wall. So I don't really know what that means. But look, there's like more stuff up here. There's like steel on the ground. Look at all the deer. It's a very deer heavy location. I'm looking for a place that's like easily defendable. We might start in here. So like this will be like the inner area, and then maybe grow out from there. This is what is this material? That's marble. Okay. Just sort of scouting around. There's more stuff that we could grab over here. That's a geothermal vent, I think. Yeah, steam geyser. I mean, we could build in this, but I don't want to drag this out. So let's start off pretty close. I mean, all our stuff's here anyway, so we're gonna start bringing it over. So first of all, I need to get geared up. So like, Chris Schott is our shooter, so he's gonna get the rifle. Click on him, equip survival rifle. Yes. Now, who was the other one that was pretty decent at shooting? Judith's got a 3, and Mr. not so good at shooting. Neither of them really. She's incapable of scary. So maybe I'll equip her with the pistol. And then I think there's like a knife or something. Yeah, plasteel knife. I think plasteel is like, I don't know, you need it for like some of the techie stuff. Hey, squirrel. Squirrel, female, healthy. Okay, so these are food. So if I double click it, yeah. So I need to enable, so the X means my characters aren't going to touch it. Basically, you can't control the people. You can just set the priorities and like allow them to do stuff, and they will go and do them. So if I just started going, yeah, they're gonna grab their stuff. They might grab this stuff, medical supplies, grab it, and I need to give them a place to put it. So we're gonna set a zone, stockpile. So they will stockpile all this stuff, and I will make our stockpile here. Yeah. And they will start bringing everything over. Now I'm also going to do a growing zone. We got to get this going right away. And I'm going to do it down here because what we can do is we can have our kitchen like over here and stuff, I think. So I'm going to set up a growing zone, and we're going to get potatoes or something. Zone, come on. No, growing. We're going potatoes. Okay, good. Now let's set the priorities. So this is the stuff that they're doing, but I'm gonna go and do it all manual. So let me see here. Let me pause it. So like, who was really good at growing? I've already forgotten. G is awesome at growing. So we want her to be growing and mining and cooking. So let me just drop her down. So growing. So give her priority 2. And we'll give her priority 3 for mining and cooking. Also 3. No, 2. Because right now nobody else is cooking. Chris Schott. He doesn't really do anything great, so I mean, social is what he does, but I mean, we can set him to research when we have a research station. I could set him hunting, but not yet. I mean, I'll set him to doctor. We definitely want people to be doctoring. Firefighting, if there's a fire, I want people to do that immediately. So I'm going to set that to 1. And if people are really sick, I'm going to want them to get that addressed. I don't want them to ignore it. He's going to hunt when I tell him to hunt. We can have him grow for now. Cut some trees. He can craft, he can haul. And he will be doing research when the time comes. So, okay, that'll be him. Now, Mr. Where'd you go, Mr.? Bing. Again, social. Construction, growing and mining. So let's just give him that. So construction. growing level 3 and mining 3. Good. Okay, that's enough to get us started. So they'll haul this stuff over here. And what are these? These little pill bug things are wild boars. And they're okay. They're pretty harmless most of the time, unless they go mad, like get rabies or something. And oh, so they're talking. So you can look at their thoughts. So they got this new colony optimism. It's like new game optimism that I have. And they just chatted. So they got like a positive buff or thought situation, I guess, from chatting. Yeah, see, mood. Mood was great. And, oh, right. Cold. It's April 1st, though. Okay, so we're getting potatoes in. Now, I'm also going to set up another grow zone. I saw this... Whoops. I saw this somewhere where you want to grow something called Zeridium. Yeah. And that makes, herbal medicine. And that's totally something we're going to need at some point. So, yeah. I think that's enough growing. So we got to get mining. We got to get mining. So I'm going to make a door. I'm going to make a door here. And make this a nice hallway. And we'll have rooms off the hallway. But also, we're going to have our kitchen over here. And like a refrigerated pantry over here too. So let me do the kitchen. And I think that's big enough. Don't really know. And we'll do the refrigerated pantry like here. This will be good. And you'll see why in a little bit. And we're also going to want bedrooms. So let me just lay it out. So you can plan in this game by just doing it. And they won't touch it. They won't do anything. But, whoops. Whoa. Okay, didn't mean to back out. But you can mark it like for future plans. So if I want to do like a bedroom, I could do like a bedroom here. That, and then I can make this hallway, and we can say like do more bedrooms. So that's where their bedrooms will be at some point. Oh, but I do need to like, where's the, yeah, I need a sleeping spot. Otherwise they will not sleep, apparently. Nope, sleeping spot. And they're not going to like sleeping outside, so as soon as I do that, they're going to get, like, negative thoughts about doing that, but that's okay. Now, what else can I have them grab? Is there more, like, gear lying around? Yes, this. Steel. We're going to need steel. Grab it. What's this? A boom rat? What is a boom rat? Alright, it looks like there's nothing. Oh, this. Silver. We want that. And it's already getting dark. But things are underway. I can make it go faster. As soon as we have enough space, I'm probably gonna move them indoors. What's this? Silver. We haven't brought any steel over yet. We're gonna need steel. Unless we mine it, but compacted steel. I'm gonna set to mine that for sure. Yeah, when you guys get a chance, mine that business. So we're probably gonna need a door too, so we've got plenty of wood. So I go structure, wooden door. I kind of don't want to do a wooden door yet. You guys will see why in a minute. We're going to need power. So I'll just show you. Watch this. Solar power generator. Rate. Oh, I don't have enough. I think Chris Shot is bringing it over. Yeah, now we got 150. So now I can do a solar generator. Good. So yeah, see, sci-fi, right? What did I tell you? Now they're all sleeping, so. We're going to need to connect some power to it. Now, this is like rubble. So I'm going to need a zone to deal with that. Otherwise, they will just leave it there forever. And it slows them down to sort of like climb over these like bits of rubble. So, dumping stockpile. And let's have them dump up here. Hopefully that's enough out of the way for now. See, I don't know. So if anybody's watching this and they're familiar with this game and they have some comments for me, let me know. You know, let me know that I'm doing it wrong. Because power is... See, it goes down at nighttime, so I'm going to need batteries. So let's see. Battery. Can I afford a battery? Not enough steel. Alright, mister. Mine the steel. Oh, and look at all this wood. Grab it. Good. Well, they'll grab it eventually, but... I feel like when I played this game before, there was a lot more stuff lying around. Yeah, look at all this food. Grab these survival meals. Tons of survival meals. Okay. We don't need food right away. But, oh, okay, way over here is steel. And one piece of silver. Yeah, I'm just scanning. We're going to grab all this stuff. Oh, here's a ton more steel. And it may take them a while to get all this stuff, but I think it's worth it because there's a lot of stuff we need to build. And I also don't know, like, if more... Oh, wow. If people visit, like, there will be, like, NPCs that come visit. And I don't know if... Do they grab that stuff and take it with them when they leave? I don't know. Look at all the deer. They're, like, eating deer. Alright, now I need to tell them to clear up this rubble. So let's... We haven't really prioritized hauling, but that's a thing. So we're going to, like, haul. Yeah, see how they're, like, highlighted? Boom. So that's telling them to clean that up when they get around to it. But they're not necessarily going to prioritize that. And oh my gosh, the potatoes have already grown. Wow. I want them to cut down the trees here, too. Chop the wood. No. It didn't work. Chop wood. Yeah. There we go. So we have to name it. What should I name it? Rimton? No. I don't know why it's called Rimworld, by the way. I have no idea. So G wants us to give it a name. I'm going to name it the Brier. Not the Brief. The Brier. That is a curling reference for anybody who knows that. It's a Canadian thing. I'm not Canadian, but whatever. Yeah, the Brier. It's kind of a cool name. And there we go. Colony is now known as the Brier. And I'm afraid that's going to be all we can do for this episode. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it and you want to see more of this series, please click the like button. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. But until then, I'm McMastodon. This is Rimworld Alpha. This is the Brier. Take care, everybody.